Alright, so we're calling to order, let's call it 7:01. Roll call please.
Trustee Jenna.
I'm here.
Trustee Scarpace.
Here.
Trustee Brummel.
Here.
Trustee Holmes.
Here.
And Supervisor Rutledge.
Here, so all present. John, will you lead us in the pledge, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
World peace, world peace. What was that? World peace.
Oh, thank you, John. Next on our agenda is public comment. Randy, did you sign up for public comment?
I signed in, was that for public comment?
Yes.
Oh, I thought that was just this one.
Well,
No.
And do you mind if it's recorded?
I do not mind.
Okay.
Give him a good side.
You have your
Uh,
presentation.
My name is Randy Ramey, I'm the Wayne Township Supervisor, resident of Wayne Township. I came here this evening to speak to the board in support of WAYS. They're an association that is housed in Wayne Township, and of course works together with Winfield Township. They've been with us for 40 years. I've worked with them now for, let's get it right, 7, 15, 24 years. So I've known them to be a great organization. Obviously we've had 2 directors, and the second one is here with us tonight. And hopefully if you had any questions, I'd be able to answer any on the township side. But actually here to say what a great job that they do over the years and continue to do. And look forward to working, continue our relationship and working with them and helping all the people in our communities. So thank you, Madam Chair.
Of course, Randy. Thank you for coming. Looking at our agenda, we did not put you on here.
That's down.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. So for department reports, I have too much paperwork in front of me tonight. General assistance. Sid, go ahead and if you give us clerk's report, and then we'll.
Sure. Not one tonight. A couple of things. The sexual harassment training is for everyone. If you're full-time, part-time, elected, not elected, you have to do it within this year. It's only 1 hour, there's no test, and you get a little certificate. So please do that. I sent the link to you all, and if you need it again, I'm happy to send it again. Secondly, the statement of economic interest needs to be done by May 1st. TOI has not been a huge fan of the changes they made in the statement of economic interest, and when I called the county about it, they said,
We're going to sell ad space, and we'll do the spring newsletter. I will also do a fall newsletter, even though we're not doing the big recycling extravaganza. That I will do digital. So as many contacts as we can get for our community, that'll be helpful to push that out to everybody when we put it up on the website, social media, all of that stuff. So we're gonna need a heavy share presence with that stuff. The other thing I wanted to mention too is I had lunch with Deb Comrade today. The county is doing the 250th 50-year birthday thing, and I said, hey, can we climb on with you? And she's like, have at it. She's trying to spread it beyond the county as well. So what we're going to do for the 250-year anniversary will be in conjunction with the county. And I think that's it for my supervisor's newsletter. So moving on through the agenda, the review and approval of minutes of the regular board meeting held January 12th, 2026. Have a motion.
I second.
Any changes, additions or deletions? Hearing none, roll call please.
Trustee Jenna?
Aye.
Trustee Scarpace?
Aye.
Trustee Brummel?
Aye.
Trustee Holmes?
Aye.
Supervisor Rutledge?
Aye. And next on the agenda is the review and approval of the board audit report from 1/9/26 to 2/5/26 for $302,415.17. A motion please.
A motion. A second.
Roll call please.
Trustee Jenna?
Aye.
Trustee Scarpace?
Aye.
Trustee Brummel?
Aye.
Trustee Holmes?
Aye.
Supervisor Rutledge?
Aye. That motion carries. Any old business? Old business. Seeing none, hearing none. So under new business, the monthly financial investment report, you should have in your packet. Allison, the wage presentation, so come on up and talk to us.
And I will do my best to get my voice out there, but I'm kind of losing.
Oh, boy.
I apologize.
Is there a good place where we're not used to having
I
people come
figured I
and
would just do
present?
here if this.
Well,
was-
we wanna make sure we get you recorded,
we
so
get you.
come
All
on
right,
down by
I'll-
Dave and
I'll
Sean.
go down now. Alright. So, for those of you who aren't familiar with Waze, I just brought a little handout. I wasn't quite sure how many to bring, so I'm not sure. if I
We can share.
Okay. If you wanna
I don't
just
wanna
take one and pass it around.
Never learned to share.
share.
did you?
I know it is.
Did you say you didn't wanna share?
I'm a little bit faster,
2 pages.
you know.
2 pages.
Oh, 2 pages.
What's that?
Nothing.
Oh. Alright,
So that just goes over what Waze does, as a whole.
Perfect.
So
You
it
don't
just
have to
talks
share.
about our different services, just because I wasn't sure who was familiar with Waze, who wasn't, and what exactly we do to serve the two.
why you're here.
Yes. So we primarily do a lot of mental health services, counseling services, I'd say what is at the core of what we do, because all of us that work there are therapists, whether it's a social work or counseling degree. So we do individual, family, and couples counseling, although we really don't see many couples coming in. And then we also have group counseling, so it's parenting and anger management groups. We do work with all ages, from children up through seniors, although we don't see that many seniors. I wish the stigma around mental health things wasn't as prevalent. We keep trying, but I have gone to some of the senior center meetings, and they're just like, oh yeah, Waze, but they think, oh, that's for crazy people. And I'm like, no, really, it's for like everyday problems that somebody with severe mental illness would need a higher level of care. This is an outpatient level of care. So anyway, keep trying to educate people on that, as Randy well knows. And then we also have some different youth services. So we have tutoring services, we have groups that we do in local schools, we have our summer camp. So we do both clinical work and prevention work. And that's kind of us in a nutshell. Very small, there's only 2 of us full-time, and we typically have about 4 master's level grad students who are getting their master's in either social work or counseling. And that's how we try to reach more people with smaller budget.
Can you talk a little more about your summer camp stuff?
Sure. Just kind of a broad overview.
Yeah.
Yeah, then if you guys have any specific questions. So our summer camp is essentially affordable childcare for the summer. So it's not necessarily something we can do year round, but we know that people are always looking for something to do with their children in the summer. So we have our camp for 10 weeks, 7 hours a day, 5 days a week for 10 weeks. So it's a big undertaking, and it's in addition to the stuff that we're already doing with counseling. We don't put everything else on hold, it's just, summers are very busy. So that is something we're currently preparing for. Feels like the craziest time of year, no matter where I am in my life, in school or at work. This is just always the crazy time of year. So at this time of year, we are getting ready for camp. We are getting ready for our annual luncheon, which I brought some information on as well. Usually grants due around this time, so this is just a crazy time of year. But with the kids, it's K through 5, and we try to let them have fun, of course, but we also try to implement some other little educational pieces. Different years we've had grants for, like, of course I'm blanking. I still have the brain fog. I have a 4-month-old, so.
Pregnancy Alzheimer's.
I'm gonna keep using that excuse. Yeah,
That kid's gonna be in kindergarten.
yeah, I'm gonna keep using that
I
excuse.
had brain fog for 2 years.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
So it's all good.
it's a thing.
Let's see, what have we done with grants done before? So different educational pieces in the past we've added to camp. We've done career exploration, and I think I used both of you in that. I used every contact to come talk about do for a job, come tell the kids how do they get to do that. So Randy talked about being a government official, Felicia talked about being a banker.
I can talk about being a photographer.
So that is something we did in a past year, but kids always like to hear about that sort of thing, so we could always implement something like that again. Every year we tend to have a police officer come and visit because the kids like it, so we have a guest speaker. We usually go to the fire department, walk to Pine Creek because it's walkable. Although the kids act like it's too far, I'm like, it's a mile or something.
How many
use the
kids
trail.
do you usually have in a typical summer?
So we can only fit 25 to 30 kids at a time based on space. But we have kids that come all summer and some that kind of come and go.
Okay.
So by the end of the summer, it's probably around maybe like 35, because there was some, like I said, coming and going.
How many adults are running then?
So each year looks a little bit different, but we usually have about 5 people. Sometimes it's me filling in gaps. I'm working on that right now. A lot of times I have bachelor's levels students working on that. Sometimes we've had a grant that would pay to hire people for it. But yeah, we try to have fun with the kids, but also do different educational components. This year, we are planning on adding a social emotional component. Yes, we can't help ourselves being therapists, but also we're seeing a need for it. These kids are little. They don't know how to regulate themselves. It comes up every year regardless, so we're gonna purposely do programming around it this year.
Well, we've had some extra pressure on the kids in our community in this last
Yes,
6 months.
yes, for sure.
Last 5 years.
And it's just
Yeah.
kind of a crazy world out there in general with a lot of different things going on, and then, being little kids, they don't always know how to deal with these things, so we're gonna add it in some fun ways, how to do, different, deep breathing techniques. One little boy actually asked if we could do a meditation last year, and he had a suggestion, so I let him lead that, but we're just gonna try to add stuff like that.
I could use some meditation right now in my life. I'm just not good at it. I've tried.
So is there anything in particular you wanted to hear about camp? That's kind of a bit of an overview.
Well, camp was a big question because I think we're gonna split you guys' funding that way.
Okay.
Did you wanna talk at all?
She's here for moral support.
Yeah, okay,
She's a
good.
board member.
You are a friend too.
Support friend.
Anything else, you guys?
What is the luncheon?
I have
Oh, that's right. Thank you, because I wrote here luncheon.
Oh.
The trustees are also invited for that luncheon, correct?
Yes, did everybody get the email?
Did you guys get that? Okay.
I just don't remember the date.
Yep.
I think I already put it on the calendar, so. I wanna say April,
Take one pass of these.
How do you publicize to the public what you're available to help them with?
That has always been a challenge. I do not have a degree in marketing. And we don't really have a budget for marketing. So, I typically counted on, of course it's gonna give out. The township's helping me with spreading the word to the residents. We have Facebook and Instagram. We try to get the word out by email. Some of the schools are easier to get the word out to parents than others. It's something I'm trying to work on with District 33 in particular, and Sheila and I have discussed it. They used to not charge you to put something in what they call an online backpack. None of the other districts do, but now they do, unless it's a free service. And our services aren't free. They're very affordable, they're low cost, but, so they wanna charge you per school, per flyer, with no marketing budget. So we still do get kids from D33, but it's not as easy as it should be.
So they charge you for as many kids that get your flyer? You said per school per flyer.
I didn't say that right. So if you wanna put out, say, one flyer, and of course you might wanna put multiple ones out over time, right? Excuse me. Right at the back of the
You got
throat.
water?
Sorry.
You got
Yep, I got water.
Oh, it's in the fridge.
Sorry,
It's in the fridge.
It's that
Oh, is
postnatal
there?
drip time of year where you gotta get stuck.
Don't have to say it.
I can kind of guess that though, she that's a digital flyer that gets sent out to all the kids.
True. My
Right.
So
wife
each
said
time you
it
want it
wasn't
included in the
bad.
flyer, and so it,
Stayed away.
I
if
guess
you only
what I'm
want it sent
digging-
to one
Sleep on the
school,
couch
it's
and
this
do it.
amount, but it's not enough for each school. So if you wanted it sent to all 7 schools in the district,
Oh, gotcha.
you're paying, and it's just, it's a digital flyer that, you know, it's
I'm
great.
just
We're giving
curious,
information out,
cost
but how
and
the parents are gonna
return,
read
and that's
either.
why I'm
very important.
asking,
Mhm.
you know, what the charges are. Cause if that gives you 5 extra kids that are paying your fees,
Right.
marketing costs money, but that's
I know.
what brings you business, so I'm just trying to clarify that.
Yeah, it's only for 30 days, and then it's, I think, $25 per school per flyer, which we could pay. I've just always been on the fence about it because we have a tight budget, and it's just frustrating because it's the only district that does it that way.
Well, if you can
It's
max
hard
out
to
the number of
It's a
kids
reasonable change,
without
yes.
that, I suppose, but if you've still got space that you gotta fill.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I know we got all of those toys from Addison
Mm.
Township, and we reached out to D33 the week before Christmas, and what did we get, 200 of those or something? I can't
There's a
remember.
few hundred, right? But once D33 put it on their Facebook page, it went
Boom.
out within 24 hours.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's been a challenge for us to connect with the Hispanic community and get them involved. And D33, you know, so we can get the kids. Where do your children for the summer camps come from primarily?
We get some Carroll Stream because we're
right
there.
there.
We get some West Chicago. We've gotten little bits of Bartlett. I mean, just all the different towns that we serve, but we get more Carroll Stream because we're right there.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, did you say this, but do you have bilingual counselors?
We do. We have 2, and we have 1 full-time, 1 contractual, and at the moment 2 grad students.
And what, how many nights a week are you available, like, for evening appointments
4.
or weekends? Okay.
Monday through
Wow.
Thursday.
Nice.
Apparently no one wants to come on a Friday night.
Good for you.
Right.
Yeah, good for you.
And then, I don't wanna take too much time, but I did do one more thing that I showed to, Sheila, just trying to get an idea of, you know, what we're doing, and I feel like sometimes it doesn't look like that many clients, but it's important with mental health services to keep in mind how much more than just the 1 hour they sit with you it takes. So I feel like our hours are decent. It just looks like, oh, it was only this many clients. Well, yes, but it was this many hours. I also tried to put a value on, which was kind of hard to do, so I did it based on what we charge for the service. So hopefully this makes sense. I tried to add an explanation. And then on the back, I was kind of like adding it up, so hopefully this all makes sense. So for example, our fee for counseling is $65. Most of our clients don't pay that, but that is what we are valuing our hour of clinical services at. So I took that, for example, for counseling cases, multiplied it by the time that we spent and about how much that would come out to, and I did that for each of the different programs and for the clients in Winfield Township. And then I also looked at what would be the fair market value at a place that's not a nonprofit, and it's obviously way more, so just this comparison stack that also is
Right.
what you would see here. So hopefully you guys do feel like you're getting,
What's the average price? I thought it was like $15 or $20 or something for counseling services years ago. When they can't be, what do we actually charge?
people who are on the lowest income level are typically paying 15.
15, that's what I thought.
Yeah, but technically
And
the
those are
full fee
referred by the
is,
schools and stuff like that too.
Yeah,
however they come.
technically the full fee is 65, but I'd say we have a handful of people that pay that.
Most of them are at 15.
Most of them are somewhere between 15 and 30, depending on their income, and we have a sliding scale on it.
So Allison, I don't remember really, we talked a lot about this when I came up to see you guys, but the parenting group counseling and the anger management group, I mean, if you can get 10 people paying that as opposed to one person, is there bandwidth to expand some of those groups or maybe target to school bullying or you know, other things where you can get more people through your doors?
Yeah, I mean, we tend to keep the groups small so that because it's only for an hour, so everyone has time to talk. So we usually have it be 4 people, but 4 people times 25, there's
Stories.
100 for a session, you know, for an hour. So we do the best we can with what little we have. But I just wanted to show you guys kind of how the time is valued as well, because you know, I know you can look at it and be like, oh, that's not that many people, but there is a lot of time and effort and everything that goes into it. Mental health isn't something that's just a quick fix, as much as I wish it was. Takes time to build rapport and get people to open up.
Get to
and
that point, yeah.
do a lot of work. Yeah, so we see some clients for a handful of sessions. I have one client that's seen me on and off for 7 years as things go on in her life and she needs extra support. So it just really depends on the person. We don't limit them like insurance does sometimes. We tell them as long as you need to.
If they're lucky enough to have insurance that pays for mental health counseling.
Right, so we don't even work with insurance because for many years our clients didn't have it. A lot of them still don't. And if they do, they say our sliding scale is better than their copay.
Didn't they mandate it into ACA though? Didn't they require mental health coverage in ACA, any of the policies, or?
Some people still don't have health insurance and they have to pay it.
Yeah, I understood that, but I guess,
Oh, the coverage? I believe so, yes, but we still are seeing a lot of clients that
with no
just
coverage.
don't have coverage anyway.
Oh, you're probably gonna see more.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm almost guaranteed it.
Yeah.
And you don't accept Medicaid?
No, we would need somebody full-time to help with claims.
Yeah, cause that's a lot.
But, again, most of our clients look at it as extremely affordable.
Yeah.
And if we had enough funding, that we didn't need the client fees to help cover other things that cost of running the agency, then maybe we wouldn't need to charge anything. But right now it fills a gap in the budget. So we have to have people to provide the services.
Randy, you have anything you wanna add to this discussion?
Well, thank you. I do. I was going to ask, but since you brought it up, I don't mind at all. Real quickly, Allison does a great job. Her team does a great job. We see people in there every day, Monday through Friday, and of course during the evenings, Monday through Thursday. We've recognized that they need more space, and you know, questions about the summer camp. They could use more space if they really get more children, and they need more privacy. So we've developed a plan, and we'll see how this plays out, but we want to build another building on the township campus and expand the space for them and offer that through now our mental health boards. There's that ability, and that's also going to help funding for specialty needs for counselors and other things as they expand, because there's going to, now that these 2 townships have a mental health board, more of this is going to get out there. And so we're going to, I believe we're going to see more people coming for help. And so I want to give them the best that they can have. Currently we have, you know, your ceiling is solid, ours is not. And so when the seniors are having fun and they're doing counseling, the sound travels over the top and it's not very conducive for help. And vice versa, it goes the other way too. And you want privacy.
I can win bingo from my.
Yes,
Put it that
yes.
way.
So, you know, we're working on a plan with them. Hopefully, Winfield Township Mental Health Board can see this would be a great addition to both our communities. And we're right on the line, even though it's our southeast corner, it's your northeast corner. But, you know, we're trying to serve both communities, and there's a lot that's gonna, yeah, go ahead.
Well, so somebody told me what was your levy for mental health?
1.2 million.
Oh, okay, cause somebody told me it was like 3 million and I'm
No,
like,
no, no.
but that would have made sense as I'm hearing you talk about a new place for Waze, so.
Well, but here's the goal, you know, if both townships agree on, through their boards, on some funding, which you can do for capital, each side pays half, we can have a building up, larger space for roughly $700,000
Okay,
and get it done by this fall. We've already taken the steps, preliminary steps, to talk with the Village of Carroll Stream about,
Good.
you know, being able to build on the property. It's right outside of the floodplain, so we're good with that. You know, there's a lot of things you gotta work with here, so we just started discussion early. And so we don't know what's going to come in for requests for grants, right, on the mental health
Right.
board. And I talked to some of the other townships to find out, and you know, some have only done about half of what they levied. Like Addison Township is 2 million, and they've only distributed 1 million. And Bloomingdale, I think, only gave out 17 grants, but it was a total of $500,000. Milton Township gave out 19 grants, and I think they were close to about $800,000. So
there's extra money there that you're seeing?
I could see that. We have started our outreach into the community to see what's come out. We've gotten 2 grant applications come in so far. They are not township though, they are countywide. So
Okay,
United Way and I forgot the other one, but you know, we knew they were gonna come in because they do serve people in our township. That's the number we have to find out, and that's how much funding we can give them. You know, we can only serve Wayne Township. So I'm guessing we probably won't have a lot of grants this year. But if we can, at this
yeah,
time,
it's gonna
get
take
the building in and then rotate it into the next year without doing a levy increase,
right,
knowing that what we have in place, I feel that we can also help the ways with that funding for
Right.
staff. Because right now it's all fundraising, and that's the event coming up in April, and going out and getting grants. And as I've told all my staff, go get a grant because we can't raise taxes. So this, I hope it will work out. And
well, and I'll share it with you, and I met with Allison and John, your board chair, okay. I was in business a long time, you need to raise your prices, and I know that's a hard thing to do, but if you're not providing, my opinion, and that was after a 45-minute conversation with you, but you haven't raised prices in, what, 15 years for the most part. A small increment may get you a little further. So that's the only thing I wanna add that I want my board to hear. So, but, and on the 708 hat, I'm gonna put that one on, we have talked about, you know, we'll fund the summer camp stuff through town, but that most of the funding for you guys will come through the 708 board, and everybody's already aware of that, so.
well, what I see here, I think with more people focused on mental health and these boards getting active, we'll start seeing more people coming in. I think we can deal where we won't have to do any raising of fees, because it's hard enough for the clientele to afford it. And as we've talked about, no insurance, low-income families, no-income families that we have throughout both townships, that you hope that, and we'll find out what other associations we have out there that can help our community. I know we do a lot of, through our GA, NEA, you know, getting people to the right places where they need help, not necessarily getting it directly from the township. So same with here, you know, I would like to see them being a point of people coming in, not pushing them out to somewhere else. So, you know, that's we got a few weeks to do that now. And I don't know what your timeline is on the mental health board, but we're going to be, our grant process is open right now. We're closing it at the end of February, making decisions on grants the first 2 weeks of March.
And you're ahead of us by maybe a month or two. Our next meeting in March will be getting our grant application, so we'll probably get that out the end of March.
You can
I
copy
guess.
ours.
Oh,
We
we
copied
have,
it.
yeah, we have.
Right?
I'm sure Barb has, so, no,
Absolutely.
and so for you guys that don't know, Wayne Township has been really helpful with us with the levy that we had to set up for both, you know, for mental health and, Anna
Pecos.
is,
Pecos.
oh my God. Dina's pretty good in our office, but Anna is right there too. So you really have kudos to you guys for being so open and supportive of what we're trying to do down here. Like I say, I think you guys are a month, maybe 2 months ahead of us.
Sure. Well, I've had my township hat on for about 25 years.
Yeah.
So
I gotta, yeah.
we gotta work together.
I'm still
keep it together.
breaking it in.
There
yeah?
you go. It's all good. But yeah, if any of you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I brought some cards. I'll hand them out. Obviously, it's on the website. But we also do a lot of promotion through our own website, social media. We put out one major newsletter and then 2 postcards, just to do updates every 4 months. And so they're always included. And also are you in the senior newsletter and all that sometimes? Sometimes. So, you know, just getting it out so people know what's going on. Is that
Yeah,
mine?
remember that
Or yours?
activity director I talked about?
That's
Social
yours, right?
media.
Yeah,
Social
Another
media.
thing.
I got a guy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm not that good at either.
Well, I'd like to say thank you, Allison, for.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you for coming down, Allison.
I know I
Appreciate it.
sit with you before when I was a trustee, you put in a
Yes.
lot of long hours, so thank you.
Or more.
Well, you got my number.
Oh.
John probably
Yeah,
has. I know Sean's got it.
It's on speed dial.
I know where to find you, Randy.
Yeah, right? There you go. Well, thank you for your time. Certainly do appreciate it.
Hey, what are you guys doing for the 250th this
Nothing.
summer?
But now that the city county is doing something, I would like to get involved with.
Yeah, and Deb said, come on, so,
Is there going to be, is she putting something out to everybody, or do you know how this is going to
you
work?
know, I don't know if we got that deep into the discussion, but she was more than welcoming for me to tag on to whatever the county is doing for that. They'll do
Maybe at our next meeting next week, is it? For the
Uh,
supervisors?
well, we haven't gone, well, I was trying to see if we could accommodate Joanne before I set something up.
Okay. Sidebar.
Yeah, sorry
Share.
guys, yeah.
I would think that'd be a great presentation for you to bring to us if there's more information from the chairman.
Yeah, okay, I'll reach out and get that,
Because I
yeah.
don't know if, we really haven't touched upon it, obviously we had a meeting, but,
Yeah, we talked about it for a minute, that's
Yeah.
about all we've done here too.
okay,
All right,
very good, but thank you.
Okay.
Oh, one other thing, when I was a trustee, Randy walked me through his facility and showed me everything they do, you guys might wanna pop in.
Oh, you're always welcome, absolutely.
What is possible, because we didn't do any of that stuff before.
We got senior activities every day.
So we're trying to.
It's
Yeah.
probably-
Want to get it
Yes,
going.
yes.
It's
Well, we
probably
do
gonna
have
take like 3
75
hours.
Winfield Township residents, no, it's 100. Winfield Township residents, we've had, opened our doors a couple of times to bring them in. Happy to continue to do so if there's a,
Now, my
something-
understanding is that you weren't happy to do that anymore.
no, that's incorrect. I'm always happy to help. The idea is, I don't know, you wanna get your own place.
Yes.
But it's all about how much more can we do. Now, here's my plan. If we build a new building for Ways,
More
then their
for
space
seniors.
becomes for seniors. There you go. And then I can open my doors again.
Yeah, okay.
There you
All
go.
right.
It's all a work in progress.
Well, I got my eye on another vacant building owned by the city of West Chicago, and
Yeah.
I've messaged the mayor and said, come on.
help a gal
Well,
out. Right?
so, but here's my premise, is that John told me when I first came in that we sold them a maintenance garage to the city of West Chicago in the 80s for
Yeah.
$1.
Over on Blakely Street, the old maintenance garage.
Oh, sure.
So I'm like, can I have that deal? So I'm looking for, and Sid has been talking with.
$5.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Ramp it up a little bit.
Inflation, but Maura Hirschauer
Big
is telling us that we're in her capital funding.
Capital bill.
So,
Is there going to be more of that this year?
Who knows?
They don't know
Uh,
until
yeah.
the
Who
end.
knows?
Well, that's- yeah.
she hears and then she's got to put it out.
Because I got to call Maura too.
Yeah.
Representative.
Oh, don't call her for until like a couple more months.
Right, there you go. Very good. Well, thank you.
Alrighty,
The mayor will be at the luncheon.
good.
Oh,
He
Good to
just
know.
RSVP'd.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
I really like him a lot. And the kids,
Oh, cool.
the kids, school
Yeah,
kids
I
love
fixed a
that guy.
few of them today.
Did you?
So, okey doke. Alrighty. Thanks, you guys. If you want to hang in or head out, we won't be,
Should probably relieve my husband.
Thank you so much
All right.
for coming.
Yes, thank you.
Next on our agenda is a discussion about our senior bus. I have tried, well, we're working hard at that right now.
Can I make a comment?
Yeah.
It's getting a lot of, like, relatively, a lot of traction on Facebook.
Good.
So,
I had a guy come in today that lives over at St. Vincent's. He's like, I want to go to McDonald's. Will they take me to McDonald's? I'm like, yeah. So we have added one. So our bus numbers, and Dave asked about this at 2 meetings back, I think, about the bus ridership, and it's down. So I pulled Steve aside and I said, I'm struggling with this, Steve, that you're on a salary and you're doing a third less work than you did the year before. So I was like, we have got to get those numbers up. My initial thought was put them on a per trip or something, but I don't want to, I'm not there yet. So we did up flyers for a couple different things. We're doing the blood bus here the end of March.
What, do you have a date?
The 26th, I believe it is.
Oh, March, right?
I'll tell you.
I think I have it on my phone.
Come on. Yeah, March 26th. And do you have time?
Make sure you get your iron up before you go in, guys.
Right. Well, and I scheduled that so it'll be my next blood donation time.
Yeah.
So that's why it's the end of March. But
Will there
I
be
thought
cookies
too.
oranges?
They're always.
And that's here?
Or
As long as there's
something.
cookies.
Yeah,
and
they're gonna
oranges.
bring
I
the
have
bus
to,
here.
I almost always think some of them.
But we need 15. They want to see 20 reservations, and they'll be happy with 15 donations, is what they're telling me.
Well,
So that's so I'm number one. Anyway, so back to the bus. Steve has been putting flyers up around town about the blood drive. I'm trying to implement a card group at the Warrenville Library, and the bus availability. So we've got that in span. And Steve's been taking some of his spare time during the day, going around to the libraries and all of the entities where he can hang these flyers up. So I'm hoping to boost ridership that way. Again, if we hire a activity director, and I want somebody that can speak Spanish so that we can let the other bus be utilized for the Hispanic community, because we have no ridership there whatsoever.
Is it on the website yet?
Not yet. Flyers are all done up and he's spreading it around. It has been on social media. I'm talking with a couple different companies about a website update period or upgrade, because next year we have to be ADA compliant. So I've talked to one company. I think I have another one in the next day or two. I can't remember now, but it's big money, and we did budget some of that. I will absolutely talk to Jerry, but I want to know. I don't want to know what the going rate is before I talk with him, because I, trust but verify, I guess.
You'd have
So-
to let me know what my portion would be for my page so I can budget it.
Yeah, okay. But we will have to do that before next year. And then I did talk to one guy. He was like, "Oh yeah, well we can bring you've got like 500 documents you've got on your current website that we'd have to populate over to a new site at $3 a document or something like that." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And it was about. I've got the numbers written down, but it's not cheap. But I don't even know. Do you know the last time that website was even updated?
About 2-3 years ago. Oh, no,
Really?
probably 4 years ago.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It was redesigned when Donna was still, so it's, 5.
More than 5. Yeah. Yeah.
7.
I guess time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah. Right. Right. So that's what's going on with the senior bus. I want to get that ridership up. And we're doing our best to get our programs out on social media and letting people know what we're doing out here. So doing what we can to let people know that we're doing stuff here. So you look like you're thinking about something, no? Okay.
Do you have a
Yeah.
timeline or a time frame for this effort to increase ridership until you have to make a decision about the future of how
I would
things are
imagine
done?
we'll go through the next budget year, especially if we're gonna hire somebody else that can drive the other bus, that can actually talk to people, the Spanish speakers in our community, because you got 25% of that down in Warrenville, more than 50% up here in West Chicago, so we need to service those people, and I think that can increase our numbers.
But Steve has agreed to work on promoting this.
Yeah, he's been out putting flyers up, and so yeah, he's definitely, because
If you have any ideas, before it was the other board, Donnie and I, and John, and we also had Marty help with the kid stabilizing the bus and ridership up last time. So,
There are other organizations that do that type of thing. Is there anything to be gathered by or gained by a cooperative
City of West
effort?
Chicago just put out
Drive through
social
pages
media
and all.
with
Yeah.
all the different options of
For
low
transportation,
and free
yeah.
transportation, and we
That's
were
great.
on there. That actually spread a lot more than even the
Good.
flyers that you gave me to post. Either way, I think you're gonna see a bump in the next. I mean,
And I'm
they
glad.
went around a lot in the next
weather's
month or
getting
so.
better, people are gonna wanna get out. I have last year's bus ride.
Maybe the city of Warrenville and Winfield could also put something on if they ever do any kind of transportation thing.
Yeah,
Um,
I will mention that tomorrow.
so in 2023, we had 1,218 riders. In 24, we had 1,449 riders, and that was the year that we started the food pantry trips for seniors. I think is, I'm not sure. Man, is it that dry in here tonight? 267 of those riders were just for the food pantry. Every Thursday morning we have a senior, they do a exclusive hour at the food pantry for seniors. So that's what that was.
And then we
20,
were paying
20.
for Ride the Page too before, remember that, John?
I
Yeah.
haven't seen anything of that in the
No,
budget.
no, we were paying for that.
Yeah.
Nobody liked that service.
That was horrible.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm.
okay.
They wouldn't even come pick people up, they could like a
Right,
2 hour
yeah.
window, it's like.
They
the
forgot
cable guy.
somebody one time.
They left somebody somewhere.
Yeah, they left
Yeah.
somebody.
Oh,
some-
jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in
Picked up a lady
2025.
For her husband's funeral.
Oh, please.
Oh,
That was on your side,
no.
they
on
did
our
things
side.
here too, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
It'd
guys
be
have a
like,
bus
it'd
up
be like
there?
the cable guys coming in the afternoon, you know,
It's-
like they would be ready to go somewhere and, yeah, it'd just be hours.
We were trying to get them, there was a Uber program they were bringing in, but they put it everywhere except Wayne Township. So,
Is it in Winfield?
well, I don't think, it was a trial,
Oh, okay.
and I don't think it,
I don't think it worked that well for us.
Yeah,
either.
okay. So I guess the point I'm making, in 2024, we had 1,449 riders. In 2025, we had 1,142, so we're down quite a bit. So, gotta get that ridership up. I think that's important for our community, so, and then, I lost my agenda. We have too many papers today.
Yeah, like people were losing their job for Ride the Page that were relying on that service. So then I think,
Terrific.
is that when the DSA kids tried to ride the bus too? Yeah.
I don't know.
It was a
Who
bad
runs
program.
who runs Ride to Page? I don't think it's
I think
not the
it's
county.
Pace.
It was paid
Yeah.
by.
Pays
Yeah.
through the county.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or some kind of.
Well, I know there's partnerships there for sure. All right. Anybody else have anything to add?
I forgot to mention a couple things. He was giving me a look. The recycling event is every other year now.
Yeah.
Um,
We're gonna do document shredding though.
yeah, I'm working with Omar from Republic Bank to do a joint Winfield Township Republic Bank paper recycling.
Okay.
So I'm working with him now
I
on
was
that.
wondering why he did a separate one, like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
together.
says he can barely fill one truck. I said,
Right.
Omar, we fill two.
Yeah.
So I said, he's talking to his superiors to make sure they're on board before we go any further.
And Milton Township will do the off year.
Yeah, and Milton Township, Highway Department will host the off year.
Okay.
So,
And
cause they
for
would
those
get
who don't
nobody at
know-
their event, I'd get 900 cars,
Right.
they'd get nobody.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Mike Drew, the new highway commissioner, asked me if we could work it out.
Okay.
My guys are all gonna go help him, and then we have ours, his guys will come help
Well,
us.
part of it too is that Wheaton does one every month. So
I know, I tried to work with him, so.
yeah, good. That's
do
good.
you access the grant from the county for the paper shredding? Okay.
Yeah, it's $500.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and then there's another thing I forgot to mention. two things. On the back of my highway commissioner report, notes I gave you, we had 3 correspondents from homeowners and from CERT, just different things, thanking us for helping her, doing our job.
Oh, awesome.
And then we signed up for a new program, it's called Violetics. It's an app on it'd be 2 specific phones through a company. You basically mount it in the window of a truck and it does all kinds of stuff. It maps all of our storm source locations, trees, and potholes, all kinds of stuff. Mike Drew did it in Milton Township. I went for him for a ride and he was showing me how it worked. And we signed up for it. Our program will start up April 1st. So there is a annual fee, but it'll help us grade our roads for future paving and get more on a regular schedule. So, and hopefully help with budgeting. That's the main goal. But it maps our signs, everything, street poles. I mean, it's. And then if we can merge it in with, what's that mapping program that counts?
GIS.
GIS, thank you. It'll merge with GIS, which we're required to do for IEPA for our stormwater permit. So it's all, we're trying to upgrade the township a little bit, something that hasn't been done in a long time.
Great.
Last thing is that TOI is sponsoring its 44th annual Township Lobby Day in Springfield Wednesday, April 15th, tax day, huh? So let's
And I thought that was
let Dina
interesting.
know if we do wanna drive down or, let's see. Day begins at 10:30 in the morning, so we could drive down that day. I just
Yeah,
don't
the Illinois Education Association is doing that day too. It'll be a big day down there.
It'll be a big day. There's a room block at the Abraham Lincoln in Springfield. Lunch. Yeah, and there is an evening reception if you want to stay overnight. So let me know if you'd like to attend. I think that's everything for this evening. And old business is on our agenda twice. Interesting. Next, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
Any motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
This meeting is adjourned at 7:55.
Do you get the MTA for May?
I'm sorry, what?
MTA's
Oh yeah,
I
that's
brought gifts
May.
for everyone.